So Sam Altman and OpenAI has just issued what people are calling a code red. And this essentially means that they're scrambling because Google Gemini's AI is starting to dominate and really fast. If you're a ChatGPT user, you might be wondering, what does all of this mean? Should I panic or should I switch to Gemini? Well, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly what's going on and what you should do next. So as you guys already know, when it comes to AI, I'm someone that's really interested in it. I use it for my personal, I use it for my business life, and I speak about it a lot on this channel. Now, even though this might not be a regular video that I make, because I'm normally showing you guys step-by-step ways that you can use all of these different AI tools to help you, I believe what I'm going to talk about in this video is super important, because if you are someone that's using ChatGPT or any other AI tool, it's always good to know exactly what's going on, because it's going to help you understand how all of these different AI tools work when it comes to their foundation. So before we get into this entire code red situation, let me just quickly take it back so that everything that's happening right now makes complete sense. So OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, didn't appear out of nowhere. It actually started back in 2015. And back then, a lot of people obviously didn't know about it. A lot of people wasn't really using it, but they were working on all of these different AI tools behind the scenes. And the number one mission was to make AI a lot more accessible to the everyday person. So fast forward to late 2022, this is when ChatGPT actually launches and it becomes one of the fastest growing apps in human history. Nothing has ever spread that fast online before. Not Instagram, not TikTok, not anything. And the reason why it blew up was quite simple. It was one of the first AI tools that people could communicate with, and they felt like they were talking to something intelligent. It could write content, it could build websites, it could help you with business ideas, create spreadsheets, help you learn and adapt your writing style, explain anything, and basically become your digital co-pilot. From there, OpenAI and ChatGPT kept growing, gaining millions and millions of users every single month. They kept pushing out new versions, GPT 3.5, Model 4, 4.0, and right now, as I'm making this video, we've got 5.1. And each version made ChatGPT more powerful, more accurate, and more creative. So I'd say with everything I've said so far, everything was looking quite decent for OpenAI. But in the recent years, I would say in the last few months, Google has definitely put a lot of effort when it comes to all of the different AI tools that they offer. And I would say that this is more or less what has led us to this code red situation with OpenAI and ChatGPT. But what exactly does this whole code red situation mean, and is it something that you should panic about? Now, when people say that Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, has issued a code red, doesn't mean that he set off some sort of alarm in the office space. All it means is that OpenAI as a company has realized that Google's new AI models are advancing a lot faster than expected. And OpenAI and ChatGPT are not able to catch up as fast as what they wanted. And in the world of AI, this is a big deal for so many different reasons, because if you've got an AI tool that's lagging behind, you're going to instantly start to lose users. And the reason why I say that is because when it comes to all of these different AI tools that we have at our disposal, you know, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, the list goes on. I'm sure for maybe one of them, maybe a couple of them, maybe all of them, you're paying a monthly fee. And the reason why I'm making this video is because if a AI tool is lagging behind and it's not performing as what it should do, you shouldn't necessarily keep paying for it, because of course you're just going to end up spending money that you don't have to spend. And this is something that I've really been considering myself, because I use ChatGPT on a regular basis. I've been paying for it every single month, I would say for the past 2 years, maybe 3 years. But recently it's not really been performing as well as a lot of these other AI tools. So really and truly, I'm actually making this video for myself. But when it comes to this whole code red situation, it doesn't mean that OpenAI and ChatGPT are instantly going to go out of business tomorrow. Essentially what they're saying is that they need to move faster, they need to innovate quicker, and they need to respond immediately, because if they don't, the gap is going to end up closing and they're going to fall behind when it comes to Google officially taking over. Now, what's interesting is that when it comes to the general websites that are out there, most of you probably already know this, but Google is the #1 most visited website. They get billions of people going onto it on a monthly basis. Just in October alone, as we can see, over 100 billion visits. And ChatGPT has grown to be the 4th biggest website with over 6 billion users. So Google is obviously miles ahead when it comes to the amount of visitors that they're getting on a regular basis. And this is why it's even more important for ChatGPT to figure out exactly what's going on, because they're going against the biggest website in the entire world that has the resources, that has the team, that has the intelligence when it comes to being able to take over the AI space. So this is definitely something I found interesting. Google is number one when it comes to their website, but ChatGPT is still number one when it comes to the AI space. And this is the main reason why Sam Altman has issued the code red, because they don't want to end up dropping to number two in the AI space, number three. They want to try to keep that number one spot. And to be honest, OpenAI does have a big hill to climb when it comes to trying to improve the quality and just the efficiency of ChatGPT in comparison to Google Gemini. And the reason why I say that is because I came across this chart over here that goes through all of the main benchmarks comparing Gemini 3 Pro, which is Google's latest model when it comes to Gemini, and of course ChatGPT 5.1, which is their latest version. And if we just go through each of these different benchmarks quickly, let's start off with reasoning and knowledge. With 3 of these different factors, we can see that Gemini 3.0 has won with all of them. Again, Gemini has won with mathematics by a landslide. We can see here with multi-modal understanding, once again, Gemini 3.0 beats ChatGPT. Coding and development, for one of the factors, ChatGPT does win, but with the other one, Gemini comes out on top. And finally, with advanced reasoning, Gemini 3 wins once again. Now, when it comes to benchmarks, doesn't mean everything. I would say no, because it doesn't really represent real world performance and real world use cases, but they do represent momentum. And right now, Google has a lot of it. And this is exactly what has caused this whole code red situation with OpenAI. When you're in the number one position for many, many years and your competitor beats you in terms of all of the main factors that an AI tool needs, of course, you're going to start to panic. Of course, you're going to start to worry. And I would say that this could potentially have a ripple effect in terms of the rest of the AI space because of the AI bubble that a lot of people say that we're in. There's a lot of investment that's getting pumped into the AI space. And because all of these different AI companies are either offering a free trial, maybe they're just losing money on the back end. If something does happen with ChatGPT where they lose a whole bunch of users, it could affect the entire AI industry. And this is another reason why I've decided to make this video, because if something does happen to the AI space, it's going to affect how you're able to use AI to help you build up a one-person business, or when it comes to being able to use AI to help you build and launch digital products. But I'll get back to that in a moment in terms of how AI is helping people when it comes to building up one-person businesses. But the question that all of you are probably thinking right now, Sam, with all of this code red stuff, does it mean that I should stop using ChatGPT? Should I stop paying for it? And to be honest, the answer is it depends. I'll tell you exactly what I do. So I actually use both. I pay for both. And the reason is simple. They both do different things. And sometimes ChatGPT is better. Sometimes Gemini is better. But because I use it for a wide range of different things, that's the reason why I still use both. But I'm going to be real with you. Over the past few months, I would say that Gemini is slightly coming out on top. And you probably noticed that with all of the recent videos that I've been making. A lot of them are centered around Google Gemini, especially with the 3.0 version. It's a lot better, it's a lot smoother, and it's a lot more intuitive. And just generally speaking, with all of the different Google AI products, they help me in so many different ways with the different digital products that I'm building up, as well as all of my different students. For example, with Gemini 3.0, the reason why it's really good is because you're able to build interactive dashboards when it comes to getting information, whether you want to figure out the best digital products that are going to perform well in 2026, or if you just want to use it when it comes to building up an interactive step-by-step checklist. And because Gemini is obviously a Google product, you can somewhat trust the information that it's giving you when it comes to the data that you're getting. So for digital creators, this means better real-time data, cleaner summaries, and faster ideation. Google also has another AI tool, which I'm sure most of you already know, especially if you're watching this video up until this point. And if you are watching the video up until this point, press the like button if you're enjoying it. But Google has another AI tool called Notebook LM. And this one's really helpful for those of you that are looking to get into the whole digital product space. The reason for that is because the way that it works, you can get a customized prompt, paste it into Notebook LM, and you can essentially use it when it comes to giving you a mini course that's going to be unique to the digital product that you're looking to build. This is because Notebook LM acts as a research assistant. So it's slightly different from Google Gemini in the way that you can go into it. You can get a mini video course to help you out. you can also use it, generally speaking, when it comes to building out your first digital product, because you're going to be able to go back and forth with it, ask it any question, and it's going to be able to guide you through the entire process. Of course, dependent on what initial resource document you gave it for it to refer to. One of Google's other AI tools is called the Google AI Studio. Now, this one is powered by Google Gemini, but it works in a very unique way in the sense that you can go onto it and you can build real web applications. Not only can it build web applications, but it can build out entire websites that are fully functional. Most people don't even know this, but you can literally build an entire website with the help of Google AI Studio in a matter of seconds for completely free. Of course, there's going to be some things that you need to do when it comes to launching it, making it live, but you can literally go onto the Google AI Studio, build a software, build an app, build a web application, test it out before you actually deploy it to the public. Google has also put a lot of time and energy into their image generation tool called Nano Banana. With this one, you're literally able to get product mockups, Instagram graphics, thumbnail icons, cover worksheets, digital planner pages, main cover images for ebooks. The list goes on, and you can do all of this basically for free. And to be honest, guys, the list goes on when it comes to all of the different Google AI products and capabilities that are out there. And I would say that all of this is a contributing factor as to why ChatGPT, OpenAI is going through this whole code red situation that they're going through, mainly because they're going against the biggest website and one of the biggest companies on this entire planet. So to answer the question, should you leave ChatGPT? Should you not? Should you stick with it? Again, it all depends. It's completely down to you. At this present moment in time, I'm still using both, for different use cases. I'm leaning more towards Google Gemini, mainly because of all the capabilities that it has. But I still have hope that OpenAI is going to be able to come out of this and turn things around for ChatGPT and return it back to the AI tool that we're all used to. And for those of you that have gotten to this point in the video and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I didn't even know that AI could help with all of these other things. For example, being able to build and launch a digital product. Well, it definitely can, but it's about prompting it in the right way. So what I want to do quickly is show you these different quizzes. Returning viewers would already know exactly how these different quizzes work. There's one for Gemini and there's also one for ChatGPT, but recently I've had a few new subscribers join the channel, so I just want to quickly show you step by step how this works. I'm going to be using Gemini today, only because I want you guys to understand the true power and potential of being able to use these different AI tools. So you're going to be able to find this top link in the description down below. Let's go through it together super quick. Question 1, what type of digital product do you want to create? I'm going to say that I want to create a video course. I've got all of these different options, but let's go with video course today. Let me click on next. What is your skill level when creating digital products? So for me, I would say I'm pretty advanced, but let's go with beginner because most of you are going to be beginners. Why do you want to make a digital product? I would say that it's going to be primarily for this reason. What type of niche do you have knowledge in? So today I'm going to go with this particular topic right here, but of course you can select whichever one you want. How do you want to sell it? I would say that I would prefer to do it on my own website. What color scheme do you want for this entire digital product? I would say professional and clean. How do you plan to promote it? I'm going to say via Instagram, and then I'm going to click on submit. And instantly it should come back with this custom prompt. You don't need to read it. You don't need to do anything with it at this point. You just need to select all of it just like that and then go back over to Google Gemini. And all you need to do with this prompt is just paste it in there like that. Click on tools, then click on canvas, and then click on submit. And again, the main reason why I'm showing you this is because I just want to show you how Gemini works, how efficient it is, what it's able to come back with, and how you're going to be able to use it. So I'm going to let it do its thing. And as soon as it's gone over to the next step, I'm going to be back ASAP. Okay, guys, I'm back. And as we can see, it's come back with all of this code. And that's the good thing about Google Gemini is that when it comes to the benchmark of it being able to code, it does a really good job. You don't need to do nothing with the coding. All you need to do is click on preview. And it should come back with this interactive step-by-step checklist that you're going to be able to follow based on the answers that you selected. So I'm just going to make it full screen by clicking on share and then clicking on this link right here. All right, perfect. So as we can see, this is the entire blueprint when it comes to this particular digital product that I want to build up. It's going to be able to give me a estimate calculator right here based on what I'm going to list it for. So let's say if it's going to be listed for this, and I aim to get daily traffic of, I don't know, 500, I'm going to be able to get an idea of what my potential is going to be. It's also going to give me ideas for the best digital product for me to build. And because this is connected to Google, I'm going to be able to click into it and get an estimate of the search volume for each one. I'm also going to be able to see the competitors in terms of other people that are doing something similar to what I want to do. I could also get some brand name ideas, some blog title ideas, a step-by-step checklist for me to follow, and I could tick it as I'm going along. And of course, I'm going to be able to get all of the resources when it comes to the best platforms and AI tools for me to use, for me to build out this entire digital product infrastructure. And bear in mind that everything you can see on the screen right now, you saw me do live. I didn't need to get a coder. I didn't need to do anything like that. And I would say that this is where the true power of artificial intelligence lies, knowing exactly how to use it and implementing it in the right way to give you guidance on being able to do what you need to do. And bear in mind that everything you can see on the screen took me about 1 minute to do. And I would say that this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to being able to use Google Gemini. And this is where the real issue lies with ChatGPT. I'm someone that's been using it for the past few years. The most viewed video on this channel is all about ChatGPT. It's got over 2 million views. So that goes to show how long I've been using it. And I'll definitely say that there's a big difference right now when it comes to what Gemini is able to do compared to ChatGPT. But again, it doesn't mean that ChatGPT is completely finished. All it really means is that you just need to use it in the right way for the right use case to its full potential. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, you've learned anything, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. I've got another video coming out real soon that's going to break down some interesting ways that you can use ChatGPT. Even with all this red code stuff, there's still some really good ways that you can use ChatGPT. So be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss that video. And if you also wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where in this video, I'm going to go through some of the most popular ways that you can use Google's AI products. This video has done quite well. It's helped out so many people. You can consider it a masterclass and you're going to be able to check it out right there. Be sure to watch that straight after this because I'm sure if you're able to watch it from start to finish, you're going to be able to get more insight into how Google AI tools work. But other than that, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.